These are the 2 best credit cards to help you rebuild your credit with no hard inquiry. First off, let me go ahead and start this off by saying you don't need crappy credit cards like Credit Ones, First Premier, or Open Skies. You want to keep that trash completely off of your credit reports because those credit cards come with annual fees. Some of them may not, but they're not needed, and they're going to lock you into a lower limit credit card, which you don't even need. It's not necessary to build up your credit profile. So stop listening to Credit Karma and all these influencers that tell you, oh, they're just stepping stones. No, remember this. Even when you cancel a credit card or any account is closed on your credit report, it can stay on your credit report for up to 10 years. And what I mean by that is the longer it's on your credit report, when you decide to rip the Band-Aid off, the more it's going to hurt your credit score. Because 2 things happen when you have to close that crappy credit card. It's going to reduce your overall available credit. That's going to help your utilization, and you're going to lose that age of credit. It immediately gets ripped off your credit report. Now, the positive payment history will stay on your credit report for up to those 10 years. But besides that, you're snatching away that age of credit, and that's going to hurt you. And that's why people's credit score drops when they close an account. So before you come into the comments and you ask, well, what do I do if I want to close it? You're going to have to make that adult decision on your own to decide, okay, do I close this, take a hit and start rebuilding my credit? Or do I just leave it here for the rest of eternity, knowing that I'm going to pay the $100 annual fee for the rest of my life for a completely useless credit card? You want to make sure that you watch this till the end, because the second credit card is one of my favorite credit cards for anyone that needs to rebuild their credit or is just getting into the credit card game, because it's very easy to use. There's no hard inquiry, and there's $0 that you need to spend in order to keep it active on your credit reports. So let's get into this video. Now, the first credit card on the list is going to be the Capital One Platinum credit card. Now, this credit card right here is one of my oldest credit cards. I've had it forever. As you can see, that's the original one. That's how old it is. I kept this so I could always remember where exactly I started from, because I started at the very bottom just like you. A lot of people love to talk trash about this credit card. They say it's trash because they won't give you your deposit back. They never upgrade you. The credit limit stays low. Well, the real problem is people don't know how to really truly use this credit card properly. Now, this relationship is very important with Capital One. Capital One is one of the largest subprime lenders in the United States. They don't just offer credit cards, they offer auto loans and other products once you're in the Capital One family. And this is why this is a very important step that a lot of people don't take advantage of, because they start off with the Platinum card, they don't use it properly, and they just let it fall to the wayside. Because again, remember, this is an entry-level beginner credit card. If you're rebuilding, you have bad credit, Capital One is literally one of the very few banks. If you destroy the relationship, you charge off an account, they'll actually let you come back. No other bank actually does that, but Capital One does. Now, if you want to see what credit card you qualify for, you'll have to go into Google and just type in Capital One bad credit or credit cards with Capital One for bad credit, and then it'll pop up. Now, there's 4 different actual credit cards that you can choose from depending on what they offer you. Now, you use the pre-approval tool and it will let you know exactly what you're pre-approved for. Now, there's no hard inquiry to see if you're pre-approved, but once you move forward and you say, okay, I want to do the Platinum secured credit card, you choose that credit card and there will be a hard inquiry. But to find out which one you qualify for, there is absolutely no hard inquiry. You don't get it until you move forward, so just understand that. And as you can see here, there's 4 different credit cards for fair to bad credit. All of these apply to those, so everyone's going to be completely different. But the bottom level is going to be the Platinum secured. Now, you're going to range anywhere from a $49 deposit all the way up to a $200 deposit. Depends on where you're at in your credit world or your credit journey, so understand it's not going to be the same for everyone. Once you get approved for that Platinum secured or just a Platinum credit card period, you want to use your credit card and pay it off in full every single month once you're in the Capital One family. This is the biggest mistake that everyone makes. And make sure that you're paying attention to the emails that you're going to be receiving from Capital One, because if you don't upgrade this credit card when they offer you to upgrade it, you may never be able to get out of it. And that's the harsh reality of it. There is a safe, secure Capital One upgrade link that I'm going to pin at the top of the comments, or it's going to be in the video description. So if you're looking to upgrade your Platinum Master credit card because you just never did, you can go into my video description, click on that link. Once you log in, choose that credit card, and Capital One will tell you if you qualify for an upgrade or any other credit card that you have with Capital One. You want to try to upgrade it, use that link right there, and it will actually work. Once you're in the Capital One family and you have the Platinum card card or the platinum secured card, use it as much as you possibly can responsibly, just using your everyday spending. So your cell phone bill, your Hulu, Netflix, all those small things, put them on your credit card and pay off the balance in full every single month. And within 6 to 12 months at maximum, they should offer you to give you your deposit back as a statement credit. And then they'll upgrade you to a different card. Depending on your spending habits is what will determine that, and also your credit report and how your score is doing at that time when they're going to make you the offer. And in my personal opinion, the 2 credit cards that you should be aiming to get into with the Capital One family is going to be the Savor One credit card and the Venture X. Those are 2 of the best credit cards on the market. The Savor One is one of the best credit cards for cashback rewards, and then the Venture X is one of the best travel credit cards out there also. If you open up a checking and a savings account with Capital One, this can also make your relationship even stronger. And then if you come down the line, you decide you need to get a car, you want to get a car loan, you could do all of that within the same house at Capital One. That's what I love about it. The more products you use with Capital One, the stronger you build that relationship up. It's kind of like when you're banking with the credit union. Same exact scenario. Capital One loves those type of relationships, and you can actually get a really good interest rate with Capital One on an auto loan because they do have an auto loan program that is amazing. And let's say, for instance, you're rebuilding your credit and you got a really bad car loan and your interest is really high. Well, you can try to refinance it with Capital One, and they will try to beat that interest rate to get you a lower interest rate to help lower that payment and lower the cost of owning that vehicle. And as you can see, being in the Capital One family is impactful, and it can help anyone out there that's rebuilding their credit. As my homie Just Jay Woodfin would say, once you're in with Capital One, you have beaten the game and you're now back on track and you're doing all the right things. Last part's the most important. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using Dispute Beast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created. But specifically, I want to give a shout out to Matthew. Matthew's credit score went up 285 points after 1 round with Dispute Beast. And Maurice's credit score went up 237 points after 1 round with Dispute Beast also. But let's not forget Shakia. Shakia's credit score went up 215 points after just 1 round with Dispute Beast also. Now, Dispute Beast link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now, moving on to my #1 and favorite credit card for rebuilding is the Cred AI credit card. The Cred AI card is one of the most groundbreaking credit cards that anyone can get if you are a beginner into the credit card world, because it can teach you how to use a credit card responsibly and never pay any interest or fees. And if you're someone that's trying to rebuild your credit, or you just got crappy credit, period, guess what? There is no hard inquiry for anyone. That's the best part about this credit card, so it works perfect. And did I say there's no fees and no interest ever? There's no fees whatsoever that you're ever going to pay with the Cred AI credit card. You also get 24/7 phones answered by humans. I know a lot of people still want that these days, and I get it, I understand, but you're gonna get that with this specific credit card. And it has a massive network of ATMs, over 55,000 free ATMs that you can use if you get this card. And of course, the biggest question of all, is it FDIC insured? Yes, it is FDIC insured up to $250,000. But wait, there's more. The crazy part about this card is it's going to report a $1,500 line of credit to all 3 credit reporting agencies, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Once you get your Cred AI card, you can either put $10, $5, $100, whatever you want on the card. That's all you can spend. You cannot spend what you don't have on the card, so you can literally never get in debt. So if you're one of those people, you're like, yo, I don't like credit cards, but I need to build up my credit because I don't want to be in debt. I don't want to owe the man money. This is perfect for you. This is perfect for younger kids that are just getting into the credit card game, to keep them out of debt and understand you cannot spend what you don't have. And you're probably asking yourself, but if I don't have $1,500 to spend, why would they put that on my credit report? That's just how the credit card is structured. And if you don't believe me, guess what? I brought proof, because what's better than proof? I don't know if anything else is better than proof. Let me put it up on the screen so you can see exactly what it looks like. Now, this is exactly what it looks like on your credit report. It's going to report as WSF Unicorn, which is pretty funny because it's a black metal card that has a unicorn on it. And then scroll all the way down to the very bottom where it says account type. You see where it says credit card? Now, whenever you have a secured credit card, it's gonna say secured credit card, but this doesn't even report as a secured credit card. It just reports as a standard credit card. As you can see right there, the credit limit says $1,500 to Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. So remember, as you can see at the very, very top right there, it says high balance, $14. The highest balance my client ever had on this credit card was a $14 balance, which looks great because it sends the right signal to the bank. But again, this is a great credit card that acts really as a debit card because you're going to only be able to use what you put into your account. So you put $10, $5, $100, whatever it may be, that's all you can use with the Cred AI credit card. You can never be in debt. You never pay any fees whatsoever. I'm gonna put the link in the description for anyone that wants to go after this specific credit card to help you rebuild. Or listen, if you're someone out there as an adult and you need something to teach your kids how to use a credit card properly before they get a credit card, this may be a great option for you also. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We covered another big one on 2 of the best credit cards to have in your wallet if you're rebuilding or just getting into credit, because you can't get into debt with the Cred AI credit card. That's one of my favorites and why I love it. Now make sure that you watch this next video because it is about the best cashback credit cards out there if that's what you're looking for. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.